Hello, friends, and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is National Sales Director Kristen Sharp calling in with your Thursday Thankful Message. And today, I want to talk about self-discipline. I want to talk about goal setting. I want to talk about really ways to be more productive in your Mary Kay business, how to keep the focus in your business. Okay, why am I so passionate about this right now? Well, since having a baby almost 4 months ago, my schedule has changed. My sleep schedule has really changed. The way I work, the pockets of time have really had to adjust in this season. And perhaps you're going through a season where things have changed and you kind of need to regroup, refocus, pull it back in. Well, that has really been the case for me. And I had to take myself back to a place of when and what was I doing when I was most successful in my business? When was that and what was I doing? How can I do more of that? Even if it might look a little different in this new season of life. So I want to share with you just a couple fun things that I've been reminded of in this little journey of mine. And I just pray that something can benefit you. All right, for starters, I want to remind you of a quote by Mary Kay Ash. She said, "Luck is when preparation and hard work meet." Luck is when preparation and hard work meet. I want you to be very careful of the comparison game in Mary Kay. A lot of times you can see people and think, oh, she's so lucky. Things just came easy for her. I can tell you from experience, luck has nothing to do with it. Luck is just like what Mary Kay said, when preparation and hard work meet. So there, of course, are things we don't like to do in our Mary Kay business. I mean, be honest. What is the things that you just don't really enjoy very much? For me, in the beginning of my career, it was booking. It was holding skincare parties. What's funny is because I made that such a my routine, that actually became something I actually love most about this business, if you can believe it or not. But I share this because I think all of us have things that we don't necessarily love to do in our Mary Kay business. Now, here's how you change that. Well, your attitude changes that, but also using what I call the 5-minute rule, because your discipline has to be greater than your motivation. What do I mean by that? Okay. You're not always going to want to do the work, whatever the work is. That's normal. Okay. But here's what I choose to do is I sit down focusing on that thing that I'm just like, ugh, I so don't want to do this. And I just make the commitment to do it for 5 minutes. So maybe for you, that's 5 minutes of booking. Maybe for you, that's 5 minutes of follow-up. Maybe for you, that's 5 minutes of entering your weekly accomplishment sheets into InTouch. Okay. But here's what I found is if you start, you won't stop. And that 5 minutes will become 10, 20, 30 or more. And here's what I love is by playing this fun 5-minute game with yourself, it starts to become a habit and part of your success routine. You know what's scary is that 94% of people don't achieve their goals. But that's not people in Mary Kay. That's people in the outside world. So how can you change that? Well, we've learned this by our dear Mary Kay Ash, to write your goals down. Did you know that you're 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down? 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. So I have a question. If I came to your house, would I see your goal poster, your vision board? Would you be able to pull out where you have wrote down your goals in your Mary Kay business and your life? You know, in a Harvard study, it said that 84% of people had no goals. 13% had unwritten goals, and 3% wrote down their goals. The 3% were 3 times more likely to succeed than those with unwritten goals. So think about that. If you just knew you could increase your success rate by 3 times if you just wrote down the goals, wouldn't you do it? I know. When I read that, I thought, oh my goodness, absolutely. Okay. I also love this rule that I was reminded of. It's the Warren Buffett rule of 5-25. To be as productive as Warren Buffett, follow this rule. It says, write down your top 25 goals in order. Focus on the first 5 goals. Eliminate the other 20. 25 goals are too many to focus on. and discipline yourself to focus on the most important goals. I love that. Write down your top 25 goals in order. Focus on the first 5 goals. Eliminate the other 20. 25 goals are too many to focus on. Discipline yourself to focus on the most important goals. Okay, here's what I loved about this exercise. We're in Mary Kay. We have a lot of goals. I had all sorts of ones, and I felt like I wasn't hitting any of them. It's the power of focus, narrowing it down to your top 5. Ooh, I just love that. Okay, you might have heard of this one. It's called Eat the Frog First. Okay, Brian Tracy, he's one of my favorite motivational speakers and authors, and he said, if it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. Eat the frog first. Okay, start your day with the most important task is what he was saying here. So what's the thing where you're like, oh, this is the most important thing, and we tend to procrastinate and put it off? Maybe for you, it's booking. Maybe for you, it's setting up those lead generators. Maybe for you, it's getting out and collecting your 5 names a day. You guys, take Brian Tracy's advice. I sure am. Eat the frog first. Start your day with the most important task. Okay. Also, I've been studying this. Deep focus blocks. Okay. So when you eat the frog, you need time to do it. So a deep focus block is a time that you set aside to work on your urgent and important tasks. Okay. So urgent and important tasks. I do these first thing in the morning. And most of them happen when my daughter is sleeping and my son is at school. Because the farther I get in the day, the more chaos and crazy it becomes. So a couple things that I do is I turn off all distractions. Okay? Some people say that they like to listen to classical music in the background. That might motivate you. But to choose a high energy time of the day. So for me, my most high energy time of the day is first thing in the morning. Now, I start with the most important task, and sometimes it's so early in the morning, you guys, that I can't necessarily be calling people on the phone, but there's a lot of things, even if you're an early riser, getting up before your kids to get everything prepared, there is a lot of things for your business you can do. And then the moment that it's appropriate to start calling, let me tell you, I am on the phone calling. And that's what works for me. So I have designated focus blocks where I turn off all the distractions, and I really try to have that be when I know I have the highest energy and I'm the most productive. Some of you are more productive in the evening. Some of you are more productive first thing in the morning. Some of you, it's in the mid-afternoon. Know when your time block is. Okay. All right. Here's the other thing that I would suggest, you guys. Never give yourself too much time. Your work expands to fill the time available to complete it. So if you give yourself more time, you'll use it, but you won't necessarily do a better job. Instead, always choose timelines that will challenge you to succeed. Why do I say this? I can't tell you how many times I talk to people that say, oh my gosh, well, next year I'll become a director. Or when my kids are in school, I'll do Mary Kay at a higher level. Or, when my kids are done with football and soccer and all these activities. I'm here to tell you, there's always going to be something. There's never the perfect time to start and go gangbusters with your Mary Kay business. Well, there is. The perfect time is to start now, to just do it. I see so many people that truly, you guys, give themselves so much time that, they never do it. They never accomplish it. So I hope today something I shared made a difference for you. I will tell you that I've tried to be really laser focused on these things, and I've seen a significant difference even in the last couple weeks with my accomplishments and the power of my focus, and really just a feeling of success at the end of the day. I sure hope it makes a difference for you as well. Well, I don't want to forget to tell you that our Giftology event is almost here. You guys, you register at giftology.pink. It is our virtual Mary Kay gift show and giveaway with fabulous, incredible designer prizes that you and your guests can earn. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to be sharing the hottest and most latest Mary Kay sets. You're going to see different stories of women in Mary Kay that really not only share about products and the opportunity, but how Mary Kay has worked for them and weaved into their life of all ages, all ethnicities, all generations. So it's happening live on YouTube Sunday, October 6th, but you got to register now. Registration does close on October 4th, but you don't want to be a last minute Lucy because we're going to be doing some trainings on really how to maximize this event. It truly is a full circle event where you're going to book, sell, and team build. And it can happen with people all across the United States and Canada. So I sure hope you'll join us. Giftology.pink. And once you register, you'll get all the information. We're excited. This truly is our most successful virtual online event. And we're opening it up to the Mary Kay National area. And we'd love to have you be a part. All right, this is National Sales Director Kristen Sharp signing off. Make today a day that counts. And remember what Mary Kay said, luck is when preparation and hard work meet.